So we started understanding yesterday what is a database, what is RDBMS, what is a DBMS, how to install the software. We started understanding last class. So we started understanding SQL. What SQL stands for? SQL stands for Structured Query Language. What is this one? It is a language used to communicate between client and server. So it is a ANSI standard, and we are using a query to send a request to server and process, and we get back. This is a standard language for all the applications we are using. Okay, this is a standard language for databases. And it is a fourth generation language I can call, because it is like a plain English we are using, not high level, in the sense we are using as a fourth generation, like pure English, not like a C plus. Okay. So that's why it's called as a fourth generation language. And we are sending a request to the server. Server is processing the request and we get a response. And in SQL, we have a sub languages are there. So that languages are called as a DDL. Second one is DML, DRL or DQL. Fourth one, we have a DCL. Fifth one is a TCL. See, what is a DDL? We are going to understand. Before understanding, I'll give some overview on these languages, but we are going detail with practicals, everything. Just I am giving you overview. Like what is a DDL means, data definition language. DML means data manipulation language. DRL or DQL means we have a data retrieval or query language. And DCL means data control language. TCL means transaction control language. Every language has some commands. Like DDL, we have a commands like create, alter, rename, truncate, and drop. How do you remember this one? We are going to see practically. And DML, we have a insert, update, delete. DRL means we have only one statement, that is called as a selector. Okay. DCL means we have a control, data control language like grant, revoke. TCL, we have a commit, rollback, save point. Okay, each language has some commands. Okay, but what is this one? Data definition language. What is a DML, DRL, DCL? Everything we are going to see practically. DDL stands for data definition language. So RDBMS is a relations like tables. We know what is a table means. Table is a table contains a combination of rows and column. Table contains combination of rows and columns. Rows plus columns is called as a table. Okay, so I'm going to open MS Paint. How the table will look like. So that is a structure. Table is one kind of structure. Structure in the sense, suppose I want to create one table like a student table. Student table name is student. Table name is student. table name is student. So for this one, it contains rows and columns. Like this is one row, this is another row, this is another row like this. But student has some fields. Like I'm just taking two fields. That is called as a ID and name. Okay, we will going to create this one practically, but just for your easiness, I'm taking as ID is the name of the column and name is the column. So ID and name are the column. So table, this is called as entire thing I can call as a table. This entire thing we call as a table. Okay. Table name is student. Table name is student. It contains two fields or columns. One is ID and name. Each column has some data type. So this part, whatever we are seeing this part is called as a structure. Structure in the sense definition I can say. Okay, it contains the definition. This is called as a definition part. This called as a definition part, and whatever here is there, that is called as a data part. So two parts will be there in a table. So this is a table. It will be two parts. One is a definition part, and we have a data part. So when you want to create a structure like definition structure, or we can also call as a metadata. So metadata means just columns I can say, like fields. Fields are also called as a metadata that tells about original data. So that is called as a metadata. So definition or a structure or metadata are called as a structure. That the language is called as a DDL language. We are focusing only on the structure or definition. So that language is called as a DDL language. DDL means data definition language. What is this one? We can create a structure, we can alter a structure, we can rename a structure, we can truncate, we can drop. Okay, these activities we can do on this part, on this part. So that is called as a DDL language. Okay, so data. Suppose ID is 1 to 3. ID is 1 and name is Ram or Krishna and 2 Rama, third Basha. So these are the names, right? So the names, okay, names along with ID. This is called as a data. Simple. So how do you do? I mean, how I can insert a data by using insert command. Suppose I want to update the Rama to some other name like Rama to Bhima. I want to change. So I need to go for update. I don't want the records, so I don't want this record. Second record, you can delete. So these activities we can do. That language is called as a DDL language. Sorry, DML. DML is acts upon the data. DDL acts upon the structure. But interview panel question they'll ask what is the difference between truncate and delete. Those details I'm going to explain clearly. So don't worry about that one. Next one, I want to retrieve the data. See, I want to retrieve the data or I want to retrieve the data or a table from the database. We need to use a next language called as a selector. Okay. So this part we are using as a DDL and data part we are using as a DML. And if you want to retrieve part, retrieving the data or columns along with the columns, so that part we are going to write a query called as a selector statement. Okay, so next one is a DCL language. Suppose I am one user, I have one user, I am one user, I have another user. So there are two persons are working in the project. But sometimes this user, like I am the user one, another user is there. Sometimes I want to give the permissions on this table. What permissions I can give? You can give on a select permission or update permission or delete permission. In this kind of permissions, if you want to go, then you can go with a grant. Grant. Suppose after the work has done by the user too, I can cancel the permission by using a revoke. So these are grant and revokes are used for the permissions on the table. On what permissions, in the sense select permission, update or delete, that kind of permissions we can give. That time we are using as a grant and okay, that is called as a grant and revoke. That is called as a data control language. Next one, we are going as a transaction control language, that is called as a commit to rollback to save point. Commit in the sense, suppose if you take the transactions means some statements, some DML statement I can say. Suppose insert, update, to delete. Okay, these statements you are working as a logical work, we can call. This is called as a transaction. Okay, suppose this transaction need to be saved automatically, then we need to use a commit. I want to save these transactions. This transaction, the transaction contains, this is a transaction. Transaction is nothing but a group of DML statements only. This transaction need to be saved permanently sometimes according to my requirement. That time I need to use the commit. Means this entire transaction is going to be saved. Sometimes I don't want this transaction to be saved. I want to get back the transactions whatever I perform, like insert, update, delete. Then we can go with the rollback. Then we can go with the rollback. Okay. So in which scenario we will commit, which scenario will roll back, we'll going to see practically upcoming classes. Then some part of the statement I want to save. For example, I will need to save only this part among this transaction. Then you can go with the save point. Then we can go with the save point. Save point. Understand? So this is just a overview. What is the languages I am talking? Okay, so just a overview I talked about. What is a DDL, DML, DRL, DCL, TCL. Up to here, any questions from your end, you can ask me. Up to here, any questions? So I just given the overview. What is a DDL, DML, DRL, DCL, TCL. So this is for transaction, this is for permission, this is for selection, this is for data, like insert, update, delete, and this is for the structure, like definition. Up to here, any questions? Please tell me in the chat box. Or anyone can tell me so that I can continue. Hello. Hello. Venkatesh is asking, for testing, do I need all this? I am from testing background. Okay. So testing purpose, I'll tell you. So always we are going for selection or DML commands we are going for testing. So in testing, in real time, you are not creating any tables. Okay, DBA persons will be creating all the tables according to the database design, and architecture is there. He is going to create all the tables in real time. Only you need to, as a developer or tester, you can check by using a selection process. Suppose some of the records need to be tested, like today some of the records need to be fallen in your database or a table. That time you need to check with the select statement. Okay, so that is the mainly you're using a select. I cannot say only select based on your requirement. It may be used insert, update, delete also. But as a tester point of view, you are using selection because you need to check out some of the records need to be fall on this table at particular time. You need to check out. Or if you give some entry to the front end screen that record it to be inserted or not, that you need to check. That time insertion will be given on the table along with permission, because you are not coming into development part, you are coming to the tester. Okay, for testers some permissions will be given. Maybe uh, it could be a selection process or insert or update, like that. Okay, main testers they are given as a select. Not only select, I can say all. I mean insert, update, delete based on the requirement. Getting Venkatesh. So this is a question you asked on the chat box. Okay. Yes, advanced. Sham was asking advanced level in the sense I am teaching SQL purely SQL and PLSQL advanced level. Yes, definitely. Any other questions? Okay. So this is a thing. Okay. Now we are going for DDL language. Okay. Somewhat practical theory and all those things we are going to start. Now I need to start the data definition language. To start the data definition language, some theory is required because every language contains some data types. Here also we need to understand data type. Then only we can jump into create or rename everything. How I can learn those things, we'll understand. So I am started teaching now data definition language DDL. So DDL stands for data definition language. Super. So this language, to learn this language or to start other things like whatever, we need to understand the concept of data types. This is a theory. So we need to understand data types. Okay, before going to understand the data types, I want to ask you a question. What is a data type? Okay, I want answer from you, and then we are going to see the practicals. Yeah, come on. What is a data type? What is a data type? Interact with me. What is a data type? Anuradha, Venkatesh, Mega, Sham.
A type of data we are going to store.
Very good, excellent. Type of the data we are going to store is called as a type of the data we are going to store. Where we are going to store in the column. Store inside the column of the table, because we are talking about the database table. Okay, so I'm asking some question, you give me the answer. Suppose I want to store the name. Which data type you prefer?
Belcher.
String.
Very good, string. Okay, string in a sense, here in SQL we are going for char data or varchar data. Here we are going, what is the difference between char, varchar 2 we are going to see. Okay, next one, I want to store the salary. Which data type you prefer?
Salary float.
Integer.
Exactly.
Double.
Float. Okay, float, or we are going for the integer. Float or integer. So what data type we are prefer here in the SQL means we are going for number. Okay. Okay. Next one, I'm going to ask about the age. What data type you prefer?
Number.
Enter.
Yeah, integer. So integer is here in SQL we go for the number. Okay. Are you married? For this one, which data type you prefer?
Boolean.
Exactly, Boolean. But in SQL there is no Boolean concept. We has a char only. Char or varchar. Okay. Okay. I want to register your date of birth. Which data type you prefer?
Date.
Very good, date. In SQL also date is there. Okay. But here in date part, date only it allows, so time is not allowed. If you want to record something like date with time, I need to go for timestamp. In SQL also timestamp is there. Sometimes timestamp with the time jump also is going to possible. Timestamp with a time zone is also possible. Interval of year, interval year to month is also possible. We'll see what is this one. And the interval date to second is also possible. Okay, so these are the data types we are going to understand very clearly. So what is a data type means specifies the type of the data or type of the data we are going to store inside the column of the table. First, I am talking about string data type. String data type, first one we are talking about char. In SQL, we are learning Oracle SQL char data type. What this one is going to do, char is a data type, sir. First, it allows character data type, characters. Okay, characters up to 2000 characters. 2000 characters. This is a size. Up to the size of the character, it is going to allow is a 2000 characters. And it is recommended for fixed length. Fixed length columns. For example, okay, what is a fixed length or variable length? Means suppose we are talking about gender. Gender is a fixed length, like male and female. Male means M I am taking, and female. The size of this one carries a one character. One character is sufficient for this gender. That is fixed. Okay. If male and female, other means O also we can use. Only one character is sufficient. Okay. So this is a fixed. For example, status code we can use. Or state code. State code means I can consider only two characters like AP. Telangana means TN. TS Telangana state. Okay, Kerala means KL. Karnataka means KA. Like this we can go. This is also fixed. Fixed length of code. Fixed length of columns. Two characters are sufficient. Like country code also we can go. Country code is a 3 letters fixed. Like India. If you talk about India, 3 letters. Can you give me? IND. 3 letters. Okay. USA. Australia, AUS, something like this, three letters. Pakistan, PAK. Okay, so like this we can give the country code, status code, gender, like this. But here, what you are observed here, it is a fixed. 3 characters fixed, 2 characters fixed, here 1 character is fixed. How this is possible? Because suppose example I am taking. For example, I am taking E name is a column. E name is a column, and I am taking character of 20. Or I take the character of 10. What is this one? This is indicating the size. Okay, this is a character data type. This is the column of the table. Okay, for example, here what is going to happen means it's going to fix it for E name character of 10. Okay, which is going to fix it for 10 characters like this. E name is a column. It is fixed for 10 columns. Okay, for example, please understand the concept here. E name is a column. And what is the size it has been fixed means 10 characters. Okay, I'm writing some data here. Please give me the answer for this one. Okay, for example, here I'm going to store you need to tell me how many boxes it going to allot. Because the fixed box is 10, I am going to give the names here. For example, first name I am going to give the Krishna. Okay, you can give no uppercase or lowercase, not a problem. Krishna. I am going as a Rama, Rani, Venki, and finally I give here is a Raj. Okay. Now you need to give me how many boxes is allocated for this each value, each data. Can anyone give me? So how many boxes it going to allocate for the Krishna? How many boxes allocate for Krishna? You need to tell me the answer. Okay, how many boxes is allocated for Rama? How many boxes it allocated for Rani? How many boxes for Venki? And how many boxes for Raj? Yeah, come on. How many boxes for Krishna? How many boxes allocate for Krishna? How many boxes for Rama, Anil, Rani, and Venki, and Raju? Come on. How many boxes allocated for Krishna?
7.
Okay. But what is the fixed size?
10.
Okay. What is the fixed size this for this one? 10.
10.
10. What is the fixed size?
10.
10. What is the fixed size?
10. 10.
10. 10. 10. The fixed size is 10 here. Occupied is 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Occupied 7 characters. But remaining three characters are not allocated. Am I right or not? Not allocated. Come on. You need to give the answer for the next one. How many characters are occupied and how many characters are not occupied? Can you give me? I'm writing O. O means occupied. How many characters are occupied?
4.
4. How many not occupied?
6.
NO means not occupied. How many?
No.
6. Remaining is 6 because it is fixed for 10. Come on. Here also. Occupied is how much? 4 plus not occupied how much? 6. Oh, come on here. Occupied is how much?
5.
Exactly. Plus not occupied as how much? 5. Because it is fixed for 10. Yeah, come on. What about this one? Occupied is once again 4 plus not occupied is how much? 6. Okay. In this case, if you observe, whatever not allocated is going to be wasted. That is a character data type because each time the data is fixed in the columns. Okay. Whatever the data is there here, whatever we are seeing like this one, 3 is not allocated, 6 is not allocated. This is going to be waste in this one in character data type. Okay, because occupied data, these are the occupied data, but remaining data are wasting. So that is a problem in char data type. So that is the reason we are going for fixed in the length. Okay. So why means it is the data, these boxes are wasting, means memory is wastage. So that is the reason it is recommended for fixed length. Exam clear now? That's why you need to go for fixed length. It is recommended for fixed length. Why means because there is a wastage of memory. Clear this point? Everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Now we are going for where car. Suppose give me the answer. I want to store a single character. I like a fixed. I need to go for what? E name char of 1. That is going to indicate the size. Suppose some cases what I want to do, I will not give the size. If you not give the size, by default it can store, we can store only one character. The default size for the char data type is default size for char data type is one character only. Okay, if you not given the size, we can store only one character at a time, and it is recommended for fixed length data. Here there is a fixed, there is no wastage of memory. Okay. Any questions on the char data type, you can ask me. Clear, right? It allows up to 2000 characters. We can give maximum up to 2000 characters. Like this, it can be data will be stored. So the next data type is called as a varchar. Varchar. See, varchar means varying length data. So after char, varchar is came. This is a older version. Varchar is for ANSI standard. Now what has been, this is up to 6 they used. Up to Oracle 6 version they used. Now if you use varchar also, it is going to convert as a varchar 2. Okay, after, because we are using 11G version or 12C or 19C, even though if you use varchar, it is going to be converted as varchar 2. That's what it's going to take now. So varchar earlier that is was an ANSI standard, varchar 2 is a now Oracle standard they mentioned. What is the difference between varchar and varchar 2 interpanel? They're asking question. It is ANSI standard, is a Oracle standard. Okay, up to Oracle 6, this has been used. Now, even if you use varchar, it is going to convert as a varchar 2. After character, we got a varchar. Up to Oracle 6 version they used. Now onwards, we are not using varchar, we are using varchar 2. Okay, so they mentioned varchar 2. It is the next extension of char data type only. Okay, it allows up to, it allows characters up to 4000 characters. It is recommended for varying length characters, varying length columns, or varying length characters, varying length data I can say. Okay, for example, same example I take here. This time it is not fixed value. Here earlier in char data it was fixed, but here no fixing. Okay, so here what I'm going to change, here I'm not going to the character data, I'm going for varchar. Here there is no fixed size. Okay, for example, I'm taking as a varchar 2 of 10. Size I'm using here 10 only, but here boxes are not fixed. Earlier 10 boxes means it was fixing 10 here, but this time there is no fixing here. Okay, now what happens here, Krishna is coming means 7 bytes only allocated. Okay, now there is a shrinkage in the, there is a shrinkage. For example, okay, here there is no fixed size. 7 boxes means it allocates only 7 boxes. But maximum size it can allocate up to 10 boxes, but you are given the data is 7. Am I right or not? So it's going to allocate only 7 boxes here. First box, second, third, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 7 boxes will allocated. So what is the next one? 4 boxes. Rama means how many boxes allocated? Means 4. These are 4. Okay. Rani means how much boxes? 4 boxes. Okay. Venki means how many boxes? 5 boxes. One more extra box. Okay. Raju means how many boxes allocated? 4 boxes. So this is 1 box. Second. Second, third and fourth. Here also 4 boxes based on your data. Here also 5 boxes are allocated. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here 4 boxes are allocated. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Understand? Now this is based on your data. These boxes are allocated. That's why it is recommended for varying length data. There is no wastage of memory. There is no wastage of memory. Very clear, no? This point is very clear. Any questions on this one? And in this one it occupies Krishna. In this one it occupies Rama. There is no wastage of memory. Okay, we can go up to 10 characters only, but if you cross border like 11 characters, if you're going to give means it's going to throw error because you have mentioned up to 10 characters allowed. Okay, so this is called difference between char and varchar. Very, very, very important. You need to understand. In case of varchar 2, there is no wastage of memory, so that is the advantage. And it is not fixed. We are going to use not fixed length data. We are going for varying length data. Okay. For example, ename varchar 2 of 10. There is no wastage of memory. Okay. And there is no default size for this varchar 2. There is no default size for varchar 2. In the sense, if you give like this, ename varchar 2, suppose if you give just like this, it's going to throw error. Okay. We need to mention particularly size. But here, even though if you not mention the size, default size is 1 character. There is no default size for varchar 2. We need to mention exactly the size. Okay, this is called as a difference between char and varchar. Any questions from your end, you can ask. Most of the times you are going for varchar, and if you're maintaining the gender, status code, country code, fixed length data, we can use for char data type. Questions? You can interact with me. Any questions you have, so I can continue. Venkatesh, Mohini, Mega, Sham, Krishna, Deepak, Madhuri. Any questions? Clear, right, everyone?
No question.
Yeah, because I want the interaction, so I can, yeah. Okay. So next one, we are going for number data type. As I mentioned, number is used for integers. Like I want to store the age or salary. For salary and age, we can use as a number only. In SQL, we are using a number. Number is used for both the cases. One is for, we call as both the cases in the sense integer value and floating value, we use a number only. So what a number allows? It allows the numeric data up to 38 digits. It allows numeric data up to 38 digits. Like suppose I take as an employee number and I'm giving as a number of 4. So how many digits allocates this one means number of digits is 4. Is 4. And here also it is not allocating like a fixed length. It is allocating like a up to number, up to how many digits it's going to give means it's going to take based on the range. Range in the sense it's going to allocate up to 9949 to minus 992 this one. This is a range we can go into store in this employee number. Okay, for example, if you give 3 times up to minus 99. If you give 2 here, okay, 99 to minus 99 like this. Okay, so suppose I ask one question. Suppose if you have 4 means I can store 100. Can I store 100 here? For if you give employee number of 4 means Can I store the data 100 for this employee number? Give me the answer. Can I store the data 100? Can I store the data 100 for this employee number? Possible or not? This is a question I'm asking. Give me the answer. Because it's going to take the range from +99 to -99. I entered the value like 100 for this number 4 employee number. Is it possible or not?
No.
No or not? Yes or no? No.
No.
No. Means yes. Because you are given the range up to here. This 100 is falling under this range or not? Okay. The data, whatever you're entering to the employee number is falling under this range or not? Yes. So 100 is allowed. Okay. I ask one more question. 1000 is allowed?
Yes.
Yes. I am giving here 10,000. 10,000 is allowed?
No.
No.
No, because the range you are given up to 4. That's a very simple. Okay. Very simple, right? So when you give 3 means 992 minus 99 like that. Okay, you give me the answer. Suppose I take one more example. Employee number of 1. Okay, give me the answer. How many digits I can store in employee number? Number of digits is how much? 1. 1 means what is the range? +9 to -9. Can I store the value 1 or 2 into the employee number? Give me the answer.
Yes.
Yes, 8.
Yes.
Yes, very good. If I give 10, what happens?
No.
No,
Okay.
why?
Because we give only one number of digits.
Error, very good. Why error? Single digit. Okay, but here you mentioned sometimes I need to store data like this 5000 to 5000.50. So that time we need to understand the decimal part. Okay, I want to store like this, like salary. Suppose one of your salary is like this. If you want to store this one, we need to go for another in number only. We need to go for number. P means precision, and we need to go for this scale. Here P means precision. P stands for precision, and S stands for scale. Okay. So what is the P? It tells the total number of digits. Scale tells the number of digits allowed after decimal. Okay, decimal part. Okay, after number of digits, decimal part it's going to take. That is called as a scale. Suppose I want to store this data means total how many digits are there here? Total how many digits? Total how many digits? Can anyone tell me? Total how many digits are there here? Can anyone tell me total how many digits? Total how many digits here?
7.
7, exactly. 7 is called as a precision. Okay. And how many digits are decimal part?
4. 2.
2, right? 2, right? 2 is a scale. That's all. Okay. Under 7, 2 is a scale. Under 7, 2 is a scale. Don't separately keep. Okay. For example, total digits are, don't keep like this. See, some people will give like this 5, 2. 5 is a 1, 2, 3, 4, not 5. So 4. So not 7 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 digits. Sorry. 6 digits. Total is 6 digits. And scale is 2. some people will think like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, comma 2. This is a wrong concept. 4 they are thinking as a precision and 2 is called as a scale. This is a wrong concept. So total how many digits are there? 6 digits are there. Among the 6 digits, 2 are scale. So this is the right concept we need to understand. In case of SQL, precision and scaling is very important. Precision indicates total number of digits. Total number of digits is 6. Okay, and this decimal scale is what? 2. Okay, this very very important point. 90% student they mention like this 4 comma 2. 4 means these are 4 digits and 2 digits. It's 2 scale. No, it is not like that. Okay, total 6 precision and 2 is a scale. Okay, come on. I ask a question. You give me the answer. I want to store a data like this 2, 3, 4.556. Come on. What is a precision? What is a scale you need to give? What is a precision? What is a scale you want to give for to store this kind of data? Please give me the answer.
7,3.
Huh?
7.
No, why 7?
6.
What is the total number of digits?
Okay, 6.
Yeah, don't consider dot. Dot is not a digit. Dot is a symbol. Yeah, precision. Yeah. What is a scale?
3.
3.
3 scale. Okay, super. Now I ask a question. You give me the answer. I want to store like this 457.3. How many precision? How many scale?
5 and 1.
5 is precision. Very good. That's all. Very simple concept. And 1 is a scale. Okay. Now I ask you a question. Give me the answer. I want to store like this 0.234. How many precision? How many scale?
2 and 2.
2 is what? Precision. Very good. What is the scale?
Scale is also 2.
Very good. That's all. Very good. Now you understood the concept of what? Number. Number allows what? Numeric data up to 38 digits. Okay, we can give you the number of digits and we can also go with the precision and scale. Suppose you want to record like salaries. Okay, you can go this concept of precision and scale. Okay, next one I am talking about date. What
Just
is it?
one. So in case of number, right, if we are defining the digit 4 and we are storing 100 only number, so will it be any memory wastage in this case? Because just
No,
3 digits
no.
are stored.
No. In the case of only char, only memory wastage.
Okay.
So next one is a date.
So what about the phone number? How we'll give?
Phone number.
Hmm.
You can go with a number 10 digits. Number of 10.
Mhm.
Mobile
Yeah.
number 9848 something. 10 digits. 2, 4, 6,
Here
8.
we follow the series, right? The range. What will be the range for this?
See, validation is different. Storing data is different.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
We are storing the data up to this digit.
Mm.
So do you want to store 98, like 78? So start from 4, start from 7. That is a validation. That is a different story.
Mhm.
Okay. There is a constant concept is there. We can go like that.
Mhm.
Okay. And regular expressions also there. That regular expressions nowadays we are not using, but we in the constant level also we can do. Okay, how many digits I want to store? Okay, like that. I mean, it starts with suppose password. Password length is 8 character. Am I
Mhm.
right? Okay, in constant level we can give that one.
We can.
Yeah, we can. There is a
Okay.
constraint
Okay.
concept is there. Okay, but here I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about storage. If I give 10 minutes, it can store up to 10. Whether it has to store 7, 9, it has to start from 9, or it has to start from 4, that is different story. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. It allows date part. It allows, sorry, where I was, yeah. So I'm going for date here. So allows date. It allows date. Okay. So I want to record when is the Bahubali release. Okay. Can you give me? So what column I can choose? Movie name. Table name is a movie name. This is a table name. Okay. Movie release date. I can say movie release date. Okay. Bahubali release date. I want to record it. Okay. Date is a column. Movie name is a table. Movie release date is the movie name is I taken not table. I take movie name and movie release date. Come on, give me the answer for this columns. Movie name is suppose I take as a Bahubali. Okay, release date movie R triple R. I go latest is triple R. Movie name is triple R. When is the movie release date? I want to record it. Then I can go with the date. Here date we need to go with the DD MON YY format. The default date format is for date is DD default date format DD MON YY. Sir, this is a default date format. Can I change the date format? That things we are going to discuss later part. But Oracle will take this default date format only. How to change the date? There is a conversion functions is there. That we are going to discuss later part. And this it takes the Julian calendar. So it takes these dates are falling on Julian calendar. So Julian calendar range is going to be like this: 1st January 471 BC2 BC2 31st December 999 980 it going to take. AD means Anno Domini, BC means before Christ. So this is called as a Julian calendar. So it's going to fall on this one. Whatever the date we need to enter, that has to fall under this one. Okay, now. So this data occupies up to 7 bytes. Intro panel, they ask a question. What is the how many bytes a date going to be occupies? You can say data occupies up to 7 bytes of memory. Okay. Internally, it's going to occupy 7 bytes. Okay. So what is the data? Movie release date of the triple R? I want to record it. Triple R movie date. I want to record. It is released on 2022. I'll go for Wikipedia. So when it is released, release date 25th March 22. So release date is this one. I want to record in the Oracle means I cannot write like this. That is a question you need to understand. Here in front end, this has been recorded like this, right? 25th March 2022. But in SQL, we cannot write like this. Sir, I want to record like this only. That is a upcoming classes I will understand. But right now, we cannot record like this. It has to follow this kind of format. The default date format is DDMNYY. DD means 25 is okay, DD, and dash is there, dash, and month means there are 3 letters only it has to follow. I cannot give March, entire March. I can give only Mar, and you need to give the year kind of thing is 22. So this is how we can record. No, sir, I don't want to record like this. I want to record like this means we need to understand some conversion functions are there. We are going to understand. This is how we can record. Okay, I ask a question, you give me the answer. When Bahubali movie name, can anyone give me the movie release date? Anyone can guess? Bahubali, before Triple R, Bahubali was famous, no? I want to record that one. How do you go for here? Once again, Wikipedia, go for not Triple R, go for Bahubali. So release date 10th July 2015. How do you record this one? Can anyone give me the answer? How do you record in SQL? Hello? Hello, please give me the, okay. Are you telling in the chat box? Anyone? Okay, how do you record this date in the SQL? Hello, please. Anyone? Yeah.
JUL hyphen
10 hyphen
JUL hyphen
and
1.
exactly. Now you understand, no? In data, we can record like this. But I ask a question for you. When the Bahubali release date means you are recorded like this. But a fan show something is there, no? They watched at the morning 8 a.m. Okay, how to record that time? Bahubali released, okay, 10 July, but morning 10 o'clock, they, I mean, benefit show they're given, like morning 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. I want to record. Is it possible for date means? No. Date plus time is not allowed. This is indicating date part and this is indicating time part. If you need to record this kind of technique, we need to have a timestamp. From Oracle 9 onwards, they introduced one more data type is called as a timestamp. Timestamp allows date, time, and milliseconds also. You can also record milliseconds. Okay. Suppose when this timestamp is used means, as I mentioned, Bahubali is released. What is the time? What is the beneficial timing? I want to record it. So that time I can go. And if you are going for sports, they need to record each and every minute also. Okay, that time, date, time, milliseconds also been recorded. Okay, when you're developing any sports application, we need to use this one. Like, what is this one? Suppose, what is the today data? What is the today date? Come on, second 02. This is the data. What is the month here? JUL. What is the year here? 23. And I want to record time today 8:15. This is a time part 8:15. How many seconds? 20 seconds or whatever. And milliseconds also we can take out. What is the milliseconds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. So we can record a timestamp like this. Okay, practically also I'll show you, don't worry. So this is how we can go for. This is called as a date part. This is called as a time part. This is called as a milliseconds part. Milliseconds. So we can record date, time, and as well as milliseconds. Next one I'm talking about timestamp with the time zone. So allows date, time, milliseconds also, and also time zone. Okay, for example, same example I can take here. It allows date, time, milliseconds, and also time zone. Suppose this one PM plus or minus plus 5:30. This is a time zone I want to record. Yes, you can record this one. Practical also I'll show you. So time zone. This is what. Next one I'm going for interval. Interval year to month. Interval year to month. So use it to store some time period. I want to store some time period, we can use it. So in the time period, in the sense year and months. For example, one duration of interval year to 1 year, 6 months I want to record. So that time I can go like this. Interval year is 1 year to 6 months. 1 year, 6 months I want to record like this. 1 year, 6 months. Then I can go for year to month. Practically also I'll show you how to record this one. Suppose you can also go interval 4 years. I can only go for the year. Suppose I want to go only the months. You can also go with the months. 4 year, only months. If you want to go means you can go for a month. Okay. You need to combine both the year and month means you can go like this. 1 year, 6 months. Only year means interval 4 year. Only months means you can go for interval of month. Suppose I want to record interval date to second. So use it to store time period only, but when time period is in days, okay, hours, minutes, and seconds, that time we need to go for this one. Okay, so suppose we are attending one class means the duration of the class like hours, minutes, seconds. Then we need to go for interval date to second. For example, interval of 2 days. Interval of 2 days. That is the duration of the class. Interval 2 day, 2 hour. Okay, 2 hours that is indicating. Suppose I want to record 1 hour, 1.5 hour. I want to record 1.5 hour class. I want to record. So then how to go for that one? Interval 1.5 hour, no? 1 hour, 30 minutes, hour to minutes. Okay, so like this we can go for interval to date to second. So practically also I'll show you, you get a clear picture. What is that one? So what is the main intention? We can record date to second also. Okay. Next one is from Oracle 8 onwards, we have another concept is called as a lob. So lob means large objects, that's all. So where we can use a lob means whenever you are occupying large amount of the data, then we are going for lobs. So how many lobs are there? B file lob means binary file lob. Blob, binary large object. Okay, clob. So we can go for character lob. So B file and blobs are used for binary data. That includes audio, video, images. We can store up to 4 GB. So that time we can go with the B file or a blob. But what is the difference between B file and blob means? In the B file, we are using as a locator in the database. Suppose we are using a locator. Suppose this is a database. Here we have a concept called locators. Okay, and image we are using outside of the database. Suppose one image is there, cat image or whatever the image is there. Suppose the image is here. we need to give the location, means locators, where the image is stored. So this is called something locators we need to use, where the image is storing. So this is a locator. So we need to map where the image is there. This time we are going to use as a B file concept. We are storing image outside and we need to give the location in the database level where that is stored. This is called as a B file concept. Blob comes under, we are storing the image in the database itself. Assume this is a database. In the database itself, we are storing the image. Which is secured one means blob is secured one. So this is a database. We are going to store the image directly inside the tables. Okay, in the database level, I can talk as in the database we are storing directly. Which is secured means blob is secured, B file is not secured. That is only the difference. But both are used to store like what I can say, audio file, image file, videos, binary data it can store. Next one is a clob. Clob is going to store the data up to 4 GB. It also stores up to 4 GB, but here it's going to store as a character data only. Okay, up to 4 GB. This is going to store as character data. Like for example, I want to store the employee resume. Is it possible? Yes, but in the cloud we can store the employee resume directly. So these are called as a data types. Just understand. 5 minutes I give the break, then we'll start how to create a table, and you're going to understand. Create table, alter table, rename table, truncate and all. So these are the data types I discussed, like string data type, number with precision scale, date, timestamp with time zone. I'm going to show these all are practical, sir, don't worry. Interval year to month, interval day to second, blobs we are using. This is why we are not using real time most of the times, because there are so many techniques are there for this one. Okay, like they use some other concepts to store this one. Blobs and clouds we are less usage we are using, but most of the time we are in database level we are using number, char, data and timestamp also. Yeah, okay, I give 5 minutes break and we'll wind up. Once again we are coming here. We understood only data types up to here. Any questions from your end? You can ask me. Okay. So in Deepak, don't worry, we are going to see practically. So that time you get a clarity. What is the interval? Again, I'll show you. So you get a clarity. So just to understand what is the interval. Interval means duration, that's all. 1 hour, once we get a practical, so you'll clear. Any other questions from your end? You can ask me. Shyam, Krishna, Venkatesh, can we take 5 minutes break and we can come back? Otherwise, shall I continue the class? Please respond, anyone. So
So need 5 minutes break.
yeah. Thank you for my okay. Just Okay, so we are going to start. So we are going to start how to creating a table in the database. Creating table in Oracle database. Creating table in Oracle database. To create a table in Oracle database, create is a command. Create command is used to create a table. So what are the detailed statements we have means create command. First we are going to see what is a create command is used to create table in the database. To create is a command is used to create table in the database. But what are the detailed commands means we have a create command is there, alter command is there, rename is there, truncate is there, and drop is there. But how do you remember these commands? You are a beginner for this course means how do you remember this one means I give one hint how to remember these comments above comments how to remember detailed comments. Okay, how to remember detailed comments means I'm going to give like this. You always go for some DMAT, right? DMAT we are going, right? So here we can remember like a D part. Okay, D means drop. How to remember detailed comments means D means drop, C means create, A means alter, R means rename, T means truncate. Like this you can remember. Okay. So how to remember detailed comments means remember like a D part. D part means stop, create, alter, rename, truncate. Among this one, first one we are understanding create command. What we are understanding is a create command. So create command. What is a create command is saying? Create command is used to create the table in the database. Not only create a command is used to create table right now. We can use to create objects like we can create a procedure, functions, packages. Okay, upcoming classes in PLSQL also we use a create command. This time only we are understanding creating the table. What is the syntax of creating a table? Here in SQL we need to understand first syntax. If you know syntax only, according to the syntax, we are going to create a table. Okay. So what is the syntax of create a table means create table, table name, table name, table name. See whatever I am giving like a parenthesis that indicates that is a not a keyword. Create is a keyword, table is a keyword, which is are called reserved words. Table name means is our choice. We can give any table name we want. So that time we can give like this. This is a syntax we can give. And then open parenthesis, we can give the column name, and we need to give the data type. If there is a size, we can give the data type along with size also we can give. And separated by comma, we can give another column, and we can also give the data type, and we can also give the size if it is required like this. We can give number of columns as your is. I am giving like colon that indicates we can give any number of columns. And every statement end with a semicolon. Every statement must end with a semicolon. Command should terminate with semicolon, and comments are not case sensitive. So there are 2 points we need to note here. Every command should terminate with a semicolon. Every command should terminate with semicolon. Second one, comments are not case sensitive. This is the first point. Very important note we need to take. Comments are not case sensitive. Comments are not case sensitive. So this is a syntax. Creative. Okay. Now here some what I can say, some guidelines are required while creating a table. What are the guidelines of creating a table? First one, table name should start with alphabets only. So start with the alphabet. It should not start with number. That is the meaning of here. Suppose I am giving like this, employee 123. Is it valid or not? My question is, it is valid because it is starting with alphabet. Okay, I ask a question, give me the answer. I am giving like this, 123 employee as the table name. Is it valid or not?
Valid.
It is not valid because it is not starting with the alphabet. It is not invalid. Why it is invalid? The table name is not starting with alphabet. Here it is starting with a digit. Okay, so that is a thing. That is a rule. Table name always should start with alphabet only. First letter should be alphabet. Remaining okay. Is it okay? First point. Second point. Second point. Table name should not contain spaces or and special symbols. You know what are the special symbols? These are all special symbols. So these are all special symbols. It should not contain special symbols and even space also. This is a space bar, space is there. Okay, it should not contain spaces and special symbol also. Okay, but it allows what it allows underscore. So this is underscore allowed, and it allows dollar. So dollar also allowed. Here I'm going to remove the dollar, and it allows hash symbol also. It allows hash symbol. So here also I remove the hash symbol. Other than this one, it is not allowed. It allows only underscore dollar hash. Okay. Yeah. Come on. I'm going to ask some question. You give me the answer. First one. I'm taking as an employee space 1 to 3. Is valid or not? Valid or invalid?
Invalid. Invalid.
Invalid. Why? It contains what?
Space.
Space. Very good. It is invalid. I'm asking one more question. Employee star 1 to 3. Give me the answer. Valid or invalid?
Invalid.
Invalid.
Why invalid? A star is coming under special symbols. I'm asking a question. Employee underscore 1 to 3. Valid or invalid?
Valid.
Valid.
Why valid and it is recommended? Why it is recommended means suppose I want to give two words I want to join means we need to go for underscore. Like employee history I want to maintain. EMP underscore history. So that is recommended actually. In real time we are using underscores. Okay. So EMP dollar 1 to 3. Valid or invalid?
Valid.
Valid. 1 to 3 was 1 to 3 dollar EMP. Valid or invalid?
Invalid.
That's all. Okay. Third one, table name can be maximum up to 30 characters only. Maximum up to 30 characters. Up to 30 characters only we can give. Maximum. The table name should not go behind this one. So we can go up to 30 characters only. Maximum name table name should be 30 characters. Okay. And fourth point, table can contain how many maximum column means earlier it was taking 256 columns. Nowadays table can contain how many columns. I'm talking not the data set. I'm calling about columns. Contains a maximum 1,000 columns. But no one can create 1,000 columns. But we can go up to 1,000 columns. No real-time projects are going to create 1,000 columns for a single table. But it is allowed. Finally, how many number of rows allowed? Number of rows. Number of rows for a table. Number of rows is not limited. It is unlimited. Is unlimited means up to the table level. In the sense, how much RAM is there, that many rows are allowed. Okay. So that I'm talking about the rows means how many rows it can allow means there is no restriction for rows. That is the meaning here. Okay. Up to the memory level, it's going to allow. Okay. Now I'm going to create one table. You give me the, you know the syntax of the table, and I'm going to give the one structure. You need to tell me how to create the table. Okay, by seeing the syntax. Right side, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one diagram for you. So you need to tell me how to create a table. I'm just giving the diagram for you. So two diagrams I'm going to give. That structure I'll give. You need to tell me how to create this structure by using the syntax. So you get a clarity. Okay, so I'm giving the structure like this. First structure I'm going to give like this. Simple structure. So you get a familiar. Then I go somewhat student, and here I am going to take as a ID, and I am going to take here as a name. So this simple structure I am going to create. Please tell me how to create this one. This is a case 1. I want you to tell me the, according to the syntax, you need to create a table and you need to follow the guidelines also. Okay, this is our first case, case 1. Case 1. And case 2 also. I want you to create a table like case 2 according to the syntax. And this is a structure for this one. And here I'm going to create one more structure. EMP is a table name, employee number, employee name, job, salary, hired. So these are the structure I want to design. I have designed the structure. You need to tell me how to create this. Yeah, you know the structure and you know the syntax. You know the syntax, you know the structure. Please give me how to create a table. You need to tell me how to create a table. Case 1, give me the answer. You know the data types, you know the structure, you know the syntax.
Create
Please give
table.
create.
Case
Yeah,
1.
no, table name is student here.
Okay, student.
Student. And what are the columns?
Column name ID.
ID and
Int.
name. But before giving the ID and name, we need to tell the data type. For ID,
Yeah, na?
yeah,
Int.
ID, we need to give the data type is what? You want to give which data type?
Int.
Int means here what? Number.
Number. Yeah.
Number of something, example 4.
4.
Yeah.
So
1 minute, 1 minute. Hello? Check it. One less. Yeah. 3. ఏం కాదు చాలా ఫ్రీ ముందు నేను తర్వాత 10 minutes క్లాస్ వల్ల నేను ఒక 50 minutes చేస్తే కాల్ చేద్దాం. Okay, ID we are going for number of 4 and name, yeah, which data type you recommend?
Where?
Very good.
Where
Where 2, yes.
Sir,
Where 2. Where,
sir, you
and,
use number data types. So we can use int also.
no. Into we are MySQL we are going for int. In
Okay,
SQL we are
Oracle
going for
use. Okay.
here Oracle. Where of what 10, right? Every statement end with semicolon. Is it okay? This is how it going to create a table. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Come on. Can you give me the case 2?
Create table.
Create table. What is the table
Employee.
name? Yeah.
Employee.
Hmm.
Yeah. Then column name, employee number.
And the number of
Number.
4. It's not 4
Okay.
fixed, just for your reasons. Yeah.
Yeah. Employee name.
Where 2
Where 2.
of 10 or 15, what are the range you want to give? Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one is
Job.
what? Job
Job. Also where 2.
of, okay, 10.
Salary.
Sal.
Salary we
It's
use
a number. Means
number.
float. Float means you
Yeah,
can give me
float.
what? 7, 2.
So here use number for
Hmm.
float.
For
Also.
float also number, I told you. For data
Okay.
types. Number can be used for float and So for salary, we can use a float or number, integer
Okay.
number. Here, how many digits is maximum? 7 digits. Among the 7 digits, 2 is a decimal value. What is the next one?
Higher date.
Okay, higher date. What is the data type? Date.
Date.
And every statement end with this semicolon.
Yes.
Clear?
Yes.
Yes. This is how we can create a table. Let me show you practical. This is a case 2. Okay. How to connect to the how to connect to the database server? We need to go here. We need to go for Oracle folder, which I have been installed yesterday. Oracle database 11G expert edition. Click here. We need to go for run SQL command line. Click on this one. I'm maximizing the screen and incrementing this one. Yeah. Now I am going to connect. What is the username? Sparta, and what is the password? Tiger. Correct. Okay. Suppose I want to know which user I meant. Like I want to go for show user. So it is indicating I am a Scott user. Okay. I'm not admin. I'm not a Kumar. Not a different Deepak user. I am a Scott user. Okay. I logged into the Scott user. I can check out which user I am into. Show user indicating I am a Scott user. And yesterday when I'm talking about, I told you default 4 tables are available. Okay, default 4 tables are available. How to check the default tables in the database? To check tables in the database. To check tables in the database. To check tables in the database, we need to run one command. So what is the command we need to run? Means select star from tab. Tab indicates it's going to list all the tables in the database. Okay, to list all the tables in the database. Okay, select star from tab semicolon. So it's going to listing all the tables. But these are the tables yesterday I created. I'm just dropping the table G1, drop table G2. These 2 tables I yesterday created. Drop table G4. Drop table G5. Clean the screen. How to clean the screen means CL space SCR. To clear the screen, we are going to use a CL space SCR. So it's going to clean the screen. How to see the tables once again? Select star from tab. It's going to list out the tables. Okay, we are getting this one. I'll explain. Don't worry. I'm going to clean the screen. I'm going to run once again the statement. Select the star from tab. The day one you will get a confusion. Don't get a confusion. I'm not done anything. First I'm checking already created tables were there. That is I'm removing that all. So select the star from tab means it's going to list out me the default tables which are there. Okay. Okay. Yesterday when I'm talking about we can also create our own tables in Scott user. There is no problem of creating. Okay, our own tables. Then we are going to see later part of the time how to check out these tables, how to work on these tables, how to write a queries, how to write a PLSQL procedures, functions, packages, triggers, everything we are going to see one by one. Okay, so now I'm talking about how to create our own table. Based on the structure we know, case 1, case 2 tables we are going to create. But case 2 table is already created. Okay, table is there. If you try to create the same table, what happens? Student table is not there. We are going to create first student table. To create a student table, how to create means just you can copy this one, you can paste here. That is a one way. Other way means you can directly create a table. Whatever the tables you are creating, they are permanent in nature. Means until unless I drop a table, the table is remained. So that is the reason. Yesterday I created a table that as I removed today. So whenever you don't require that table, you can remove. Okay, but what are these tables are permanently stored in database? Come on, how to create the table? First student table. Come on, give me the syntax I we know. Yeah, come on, tell me how to create a table. Student table. Create. Please, anyone? Please help me out. Anyone?
Yeah, create table.
Yeah. So interaction will be there. So please, okay. Yeah, create table. Create space
Student.
table. Yeah, student
Yeah.
and
And
ID.
ID
Number of what? 4.
4.
And each column should be separated with comma. Next one is what? Name. Where card 2 of what? 10. Okay, then
10.
semicolon. Every statement must end with what? Semicolon. This is a one statement to a server. Okay, that is a note I give. Every statement, every command should terminate with a semicolon. Commands are not a case sensitive. Okay, what does this mean? Means this one you can write in uppercase or lowercase. Any case you can write, not a problem. Then what is the sensitive means? Data sensitive. SQL is a data sensitive. I'll give the example of data sensitive. Don't worry. Now you can create a table. You can write in uppercase, lowercase, mixed case, camel case, or any case you can write. There is no problem. So it's going to create a table with the 2 columns along with the data type. And I'm going to enter. Hit the enter button. So one table is being created. Table is created. Okay. Okay. What is the second scenario? What is the second case? We need to create a table, no? Okay. So I'm going to create say another table called EMP, which is existing already. Create a table EMP. I'm just creating employee number of 4. I want to show some error. That is the reason. Generally, we need to give all the columns because your table is already there. So here you are giving uppercase and lowercase, not a problem. Okay, but you are trying to create same table. So we get some error. What is the error? Name is already used by existing object. So what the 2 things you understood? If the table is new table, it's going to create it. If the table name is already there, we cannot create. We get a error. Name is already used by some existing object. So come on, tell me what are the two things we understood here? Table, new table can be created if already same table name is there, then we get a error. The 2 points are clear. Very important. I'm teaching. Please understand. One by one we are going. So even what kind of error is coming also very much interested. Otherwise, no, you cannot ignore the errors. In SQL, I tell you, no, if you want to learn SQL means you need to know each and every error. Otherwise, you cannot rectify the errors. Upcoming classes, PL, SQL and all, we get lot of errors. Okay, lot of errors in the sense while learning you get an error. You need to resolve the error. Until unless you need to resolve the error, you cannot execute any statement. Application won't run. So when you are getting errors, we need to understand how to rectify the errors, where that error is coming. Okay, what is the problem in that statement? You need to understand. So up to here it's clear.
Yes.
Clear, right? Yeah. So this is how we can create a table. Very important how to create a table. Okay. What is the next statement? What is the next statement? Alter statement. Simply we create a table. Can anyone give me the case 3? You need to tell me table and you need to tell me how to create a table. Can you give me? You can think of. Suppose you can think of patient is a table. Okay. I want you to create one table. Patient is a table. Patient ID is the column. Patient name. Patient underscore name is the another column. And patient joining date is another column. Okay. JOD joining data. Patient disease. Patient disease. Okay. Is another column. Like this, you can create a table. Okay. Just to try it. for practice purpose. So just try it. Okay, yeah. Now we are going for another concept, alter command. Alter command. What is the next? We need to understand. Create understood, right? We need to know the guidelines for the table and how to create a table. If new table is created, it will be created. If already same table name is there, you get an error. So case 3, you can try your level. Okay. Next one, we need to go for alter command. What is the purpose of alter command? Means we can add a column. We can add column. We can remove the column. We can rename the column. We can modify the column. 4 things we can do. See, please understand. Here, removing a column means you can use a drop keyword. Add column means we use a add keyword. Rename means we are going for rename keyword. Modify means we use a modify keyword. How to use this one? We need to understand once again syntax. What is the syntax of this one? Means alter table. Table name. I want to add a new column. Add column. Add new column name. Along with the date type, if the size is required, we can go for size also. Okay. Okay. Now already one table is created. The table name is student, right? It contains only 2 columns. But I want to check out what is the structure of the table. To see the structure of the table, we need to go. We need to go for describe command. Describe command is used to see the structure of the table. For example, describe student. It's going to give me the structure of the table. Whenever you are using a describe, whether you are using a semicolon or not a problem. You can use a semicolon along with also no problem, because it is not a DDL command or DML command. It is a SQL star plus command. Describe comes under SQL star plus command. Okay. What is SQL star plus commands? You'll understand while learning SQL. Okay. Describe is not fall under SQL language. It is a command. This is SQL star plus command. Anyway, so there are 2 columns are there. ID with the data type is number and name with varchar2. This is a name of the columns and type of the data. Type of the data type for each column. And there is one more is there null. So null with question mark is we're going to understand what is a null, how to use the null values, how to insert a null value, how to remove the null value. Everything we are going to understand upcoming classes. Don't worry about this point. But my intention, once your table is created, we can see the structure of the table. To see the structure of the table, we need to use which command? Describe command. Okay. Okay. Now, what is my next intention? Means I want to add a mobile number for the student. Come on. You know the structure of the syntax of the table. Come on, give me the answer. How to add a new column for the student, that is called mobile. Mobile I need to add. Mobile need to be added for the student. Student is a table. Mobile is a column. Okay, column. Yeah, come on. I want to add a new column for this student table. So what is the syntax I have given? By seeing the syntax, come on, explain. Come on.
Alter table,
Yeah, alter table. What is the
student,
table name? Yeah, student. Add.
add
What is the
mobile,
new column?
mobile,
Yeah. What is the date type?
varchar2,
Varchar2, or whether we can go for number of time. Is it okay? 10 digits. Still
mobile.
we can.
Okay,
Mobile means number.
okay.
We can also go for varchar2. In which scenario we can go for varchar2? I'll explain. Okay, just no, not a problem. Yeah. So what happened? I'm going to hit the semicolon, then enter. Table is altered. Yes, earlier 2 columns were there. Now it's going to check out how many columns are there. Describe student. We get a 3rd column. But observe here, 3rd column is not came under first or second. It went for last only. When you insert a new column, it always going to sit on the last of the table. Okay, please, you cannot insert in the middle. But input panel they ask, I want to insert in the middle means it is not possible directly in alter command. We need to recreate the table. Means you need to create a new structure for that table. Before that one, you need to drop the table and we need to recreate. Okay. Intro panel they ask the question. No, mobile number I don't want to sit in the last. I want to sit in the second place. Is it possible? Alter command is not possible. There is no alter command to insert in the middle. Okay, but we recreate the table according to our new requirement. One of the inter panel that is asked. Can I insert a new column which is in the middle of the table? No, it is not possible. Answer is no. It is possible.
Can be rechange the column name, like name
Yeah,
column,
clear. We can change the column name also. Rename is a
also
column name.
data type?
Yeah, modify. All these
Okay.
activities we can do. Okay. What is the next one? Remove a column. To remove a column, remove column. To remove column, once again we need to understand syntax. The first classes, second classes, you'll feel syntax is very complicated. No. Yes, you can feel the complication of syntax. So don't worry. Once you are addicted for this one, nothing is different. In SQL learning, complication is a syntax. Okay, theory, everything is okay. Practical is also okay. But syntax you need to get familiar. So the day one you cannot get familiar for syntaxes. By practicing, you get a more clear about syntax. Okay. Come on. I want to remove a column. Alter table, table name, drop, and you need to write one extra column keyword and you can give the column name. This is a syntax. But some student was asking, sir, here there is no column keyword extra. Here it is given column keyword extra. Syntaxes are given by Oracle people, sir. This is not designed by me or any other person. It is designed by Oracle people. Even Oracle company, corporation company employees also follow the same rule. Okay, that is what syntax is saying. Okay, sir, why column is here? Here no column extra. They given like that. That is a syntax. Syntax is designed by Oracle people, not by Kumar sir or any other sir. Okay? Oracle corporation employees also follow the same rule. Okay, which column we want to remove? There are 3 columns are there. I want to remove the ID column. Is it possible? Come on, give me the answer. How to remove the ID column?
Yes.
Alter table student. Yeah, come on. Drop column. Which column you want to remove? ID, name or mobile? ID. That's all. Is it follow the same syntax? It's going to remove the ID column. See, table is altered. We can describe the table. So we get only the 2 columns, name and mobile. So next one is a renaming a column. I want to rename the column like name to student name. Here name is there. Name is the column. I want to rename to student underscore name. I want to rename it. Okay, so this is called renaming a column. Okay, how to rename the column? Once again, we need to go for syntax. Alter table, table name, rename, column, old name to new name. Come on. How to rename name to student name. Name is there now. I want to change the column name. See the syntax and explain. Anyone help me out? Please help me out. Alter.
Alter table,
Hmm.
student, rename,
Hmm.
column,
Very good.
mobile.
No.
Okay, name to
Name to
mobile name.
student name.
Okay, student name. Whatever you want.
Yes. Student underscore. Table is altered. Let me check out this thread. Earlier name was there. It is to rename to student name. Is it okay? Now, as you asked the question, can I modify the data type? Here, number is there. I want to modify varchar 15. Is it possible? Yes, possible. Okay, mobile. What is the data type? Mobile number data type, right? Number of 10. I want to change to varchar 2. Is it possible? Varchar 2 10. I want to change. No mobile. I want to be not a number. I want to be varchar 2. Possible or not? So that time you need to go for syntax. Alter table. Table name. Modify. Okay, modify. What is the column name? Column name along with data type. This is going to change the new data type. Okay, and if you are a size, you can give a size. Okay, now tell me how to modify mobile to varchar 2. Can anyone? By seeing the
Alter table,
syntax. Yeah, alter table. What is
student,
it? Student.
modify,
Modify
mobile,
mobile. What is the new data
varchar
type?
2,
That's all. Varchar 2 of what? 10.
10.
How to see the structure of the table? Describe student. Now, earlier number was there. Now it has been changed to varchar 2. Okay. And we can also increase the size of this one. Okay, earlier now it is 10 is there. I want to increase 15. How to increase 15? Same. Alter table. What is the table name? Student. Modify. Column name is what? Column name is mobile number. And you can give varchar 2 of what? 15. So I am increasing the size. Okay, earlier 10 is there. I want to increase the size 15. Yes, possible or not? Alter table. Student. Modify. Mobile. Existing size is 10. I want to increase to the 15. It is possible like this. Let us check the structure. So varchar 2 mobile 15 is came. Earlier 10 was there. We can increase or decrease the size as well according to your requirement. Clear? Second command is clear. First command is create a table. We understood. Next one is we understood how to alter a table. In alter table, there is 4 options are there. We can add a column, we can remove a column, we can rename a column, we can modify a column. And while learning this one, we need to understand syntaxes very thoroughly. Okay. Next one, we are going to understand rename a table. Here we are not renaming the column, we are renaming the table. Renaming a table. How to renaming the table? What is the table name right now? Student is a table name. Agree? I want to make as a new student. New students. So the table name is student right now. I want to create as a new student. How to rename the table? What is the syntax means? Rename old name to new name. That's all. Old name to new name. Come on, give me. By seeing this one, you can give me the answer. Yeah, give me. Anyone?
Rename
Rename. What is
student
the
to
old name? Student. To. So 90% student are thinking table has to come. No. Rename table. No. There is no table. Rename student to new students. Is it okay?
yeah.
Table is what? Alter. Table rename. Sorry. Then how to describe the table? Describe student. Can I describe the student now?
No, new student.
No. It's going to give the error. What is the error? Object student does not exist. Then we can go only new students. So now the table is renamed. Okay, next one we are talking about dropping a table. Drop a table. How to drop a table? Drop a table. dropping the table. How to drop a table? Once again, we need to follow the syntax. Drop table, table. What is the syntax? Drop table. What is the table I want to drop? Means new students, which is there. Okay, you can drop it. Drop table, new students. Once the table is dropped, when I check display new students means we also get a error because the table is not there. But where the table is went actually means once you drop the table is storing in a recycle bin. Recycle bin concept introduced from Oracle 10G onwards. Before that one, recycle bin concept was not there. So if you want to see the recycle bin, show recycle bin. See new students, you whatever you drop the table that is right now in the recycle bin. Similar way, suppose if you drop any file, suppose I create one file, a file. Suppose if you delete this file, it's going to recycle bin. See, it went to recycle bin. If you observe in the recycle bin, the file is there. Same concept here also. In database, if you drop a table, that is going to recycle bin. Okay, how to remove the recycle bin means? How to remove the recycle bin means purge, recycle bin means it's going to remove all the files which is purge recycle bin. So now if you see the show recycle bin, no tables are there. This how we can go with the recycle bin. Earlier we get something like this recycle bin name may appeared. When you drop the tables, you might have seen T1, T2, T3, T4. That time you have seen this one, right? In the when I'm going for select star from tab, you have seen the recycle bin name. How to what I done? Purge recycle bin I have done.
Can
But
we
question, yeah, question comes, sir, can I get back the table? That is a question. Yes, you can get back the table. How you can get back the table means by using a flashback command. Flashback command is used to get back the table. From database, from recycle. What is the syntax? Flashback table name to before drop. This is a syntax, sir. That syntax is given the Oracle. Please mind it. For easiness, I'm going to create one simple table. Create table T1. A number I'm just writing number of 2. Table is there. I'm going to select the star from. I'm going to select the tables list. T1 is there. I'm going to drop the table. Now table is moved to recycle bin. Okay, when we start this one, select star from T1, it is not there. So it is not there, but table name is coming as a binary recycle bin name. It's coming. Means table is dropped. You can check into the recycle bin also. Show recycle bin. Now T1 is there. This binary name only coming here. This binary name only it's coming here. This binary name only appearing in the select star from tab. Okay, when you remove the dropping time is also there. Object type is T1. Original name is T1. But I want to bring back from the T1 to once again our database. From recycle bin to database, how I can bring this by using a flashback. Flashback table. What is the table in T1? To before drop. Now Show recycle bin, there is no tables because I brought back to the database. Select to start from tab means we get the table back. By using a flashback table, we can get back the table back. So this is from Oracle 10G. Okay. So any questions from your end, you can ask. We understood flashback also.
The
Yeah.
flashback command only return the means tables or also return the data.
Data. If the table contains data also, it's going to get back.
Okay.
Along with the data. Along with the data. Table contains data means we get that also. For example, I'm going to show one data. Select the star from EMP is there. Okay. So some data is there. Okay. How to set this one? I'm going to show you. Don't worry. Now some data is there. 14 rows are there in your employee table. Is it okay? Now what I'm going to do? I'm going to drop a table. Now the table is going to recycle bin. Show recycle bin. The table is there along with the data. Okay. What I am going to do, I am going to apply once again flashback table. What is the table name? EMP2 before drop. I got back the table once again. Select star from now show recycle bin. There is no table. And I am going for once again select star from tab or select star from EMP. See, data is still there. So it is not losing the data when you drop the table. The table along with the will be storing in permanently in the database. Once you get back, the table along with data is appeared. Is it I'm clear for your question?
Yes, that's clear.
And the next is there that is called as a truncator. To understand truncator, we need to understand DML commands. Then we need to understand truncator. So, but I'll show what is a truncate is. Then we are going to discuss more on DML upcoming classes. Today I am going to wind up with the truncate command. We understood create, alter, rename, drop. Final command is truncate. So just now what I'm going to create a table and I'm going to drop some data by using a truncate. What is this truncate? I'll going to explain. But interview panel, they're going to definitely ask the question, what is the difference between delete and truncate? Those details upcoming classes I'll discuss. Okay, so today I just give one statement to truncate command. What is the purpose of this truncate command? Which is used to remove the data permanently. Okay, but here question comes, truncate is a DDL command. You told no, sir, truncate is a DDL command means it has to depend on the structure, right? It has to tell about the structure. DDL commands are talking about the structure, but you are telling about the data. Sir, why this one? I will explain upcoming classes. Okay, what is this one? Truncate command is used to remove the data only. It removes the data. But sir, data comes under DML commands. Data means the where we are given. Remember, data manipulation language only operates on data like insert, update, delete. Why truncate is there in the DDL command is the question. Interview panel, they're going to ask. Truncate is a DDL command. Why it is operating on the data is a question. And one more important question, what is the difference between delete and truncate? Most of the important question. Okay. So I'll go to explain upcoming classes why they kept into truncate here and what is the delete here. Okay. But right now I'm just giving what is the syntax of the truncates and what is the purpose of truncate means used to remove the data permanently. But it is not the purpose of removing the data purposely. Why it is given truncate command is a DDL command, why it is not a DML command, I'll explain upcoming classes. Okay. I'll give the differences also, don't worry. Now we are going for syntax. Syntax is truncate, table. That's all. Okay, this is the syntax of the truncate. And I create on data. I create a data table. I list out the tables first. Select the star from tab. Okay, T1 is there. I'm going to describe that T1. T1 is a table. Some A is a variable is there. Means one column is there. I'm going to insert the data. Insert into T1 values. I'm going to insert like 10, 20, 30 like this. So 3 records are inserted. I want to check out the data. Select the star from T1. Okay, but how to apply truncate? Just I am showing that one. That's all. But we are going to understand what is happening truncate to what is happening for delete. Also, I'll explain in upcoming classes. Okay, how to apply truncate? Truncate table T1. So table is truncated. When you list out the data from the T1, there is no data. Why it is happening? No data. Why it's operating on the table means data. We are going to see upcoming classes. Okay, this is how we can truncate the data. All the 3 records are jumped off. I mean, wind off. Or all the 3 records are cleared here. Okay, so this is what we are going to wind up DDL comments. Next class we are going to understand the DML. When we are understanding DML comments, we are going to understand the difference between truncate and delete. Okay, insert, how to insert a record, update, a deleter, and most powerful language. We are going to take more time and select the commit to rollback, save part, everything we are going to discuss. So just I'm winding up today. If you have any questions, you can ask. I give 5 to 3 minutes time for you. Please, if you have any questions, you can ask. Venkatesh, Sham, Krishna, Madhuri, Megha, Deepak. Are you following the session? Is it getting bored or interesting?
Yeah, it's an interesting session. We are getting a lot of insight knowledge.
Thank you. Because we are going deeper concepts. I will guarantee that one tomorrow you will become a PLSQL developer if you practice my class. Definitely.